They told you Antarctica is just ice and emptiness. But what if I told you it's the most restricted, mysterious, and misrepresented place on Earth? Hidden under the white silence are secrets powerful enough to change history, and today, you're about to see what almost no one dares to reveal. On traditional maps, Antarctica looks like a simple white cutout at the edge of the world, but that's just an illusion. Cartographic projections shrink its real size, hiding the fact that it's larger than the United States and Mexico combined. This detail completely changes how we perceive the Antarctica's secrets. Many see only a desert of ice, never imagining mountain ranges and submerged lakes beneath the surface. It's like looking at a blurred photo. You notice something, but you don't see it all. The real Antarctica is a living enigma, and that's exactly what makes Antarctica exploration so fascinating. Antarctica doesn't belong to any country, yet everyone must respect the same code. The Antarctica Treaty established that this continent would never be used for wars or commercial exploitation, but instead for research and preservation. This unlikely union created a land unlike any other on Earth. It's curious to think that in a world full of border disputes, there is a place where no government can raise a flag. Even historic rivals become allies in the name of science. This rare pact is one of the greatest Antarctica secrets, showing that Antarctica exploration is not only adventure, but also international cooperation. Traveling to Antarctica is nothing like boarding a plane to another country. The isolation is so extreme that even experienced explorers need logistical support. There are no borders, only a natural prison of ice, currents, and storms capable of halting any expedition. Anyone who thinks about venturing alone quickly discovers the harsh reality. Without supplies, communication, or shelter, survival would be nearly impossible. This invisible barrier is one of the major Antarctica secrets, proving that Antarctica exploration demands preparation, resources, and above all, respect for the environment. Encircling the entire continent is the circumpolar current, a ring of icy water that acts as a natural barrier. This liquid wall prevents warmer currents from intruding southward, protecting the Antarctica's secrets hidden beneath the ice. It's as if nature itself created guardians to keep Antarctica untouched. Sailors describe it as an invisible line dividing two worlds. Crossing it means entering an environment that defies logic, where Antarctica exploration is only possible with technology and expertise. This current not only protects, but also isolates, setting the stage for the region's greatest maritime challenges. The Drake Passage is known as a true ship graveyard. Located between the tip of South America and Antarctica, it gathers colossal waves and fierce winds that test even the most prepared sailors. Many see this stretch as a trial of courage, a natural filter for those daring to uncover Antarctica's secrets. Before the Panama Canal opened, this route was almost mandatory for explorers and traders. The Drake Passage collected stories of shipwrecks and survivors scarred for life. In this hostile environment, Antarctica exploration shows its most dangerous face, proving that ice isn't the only enemy. In the early 20th century, Amundsen and Scott turned Antarctica into the stage of an epic race. Amundsen, meticulous and strategic, arrived first, while Scott, driven by determination, met death on the return journey. This rivalry revealed how Antarctica's secrets were tied to courage and sacrifice. Scott's journals, preserved in the ice, still recount the battle against hunger, cold, and exhaustion. Meanwhile, Amundsen's success proved how planning and respect for the environment define Antarctica exploration. Their race remains one of the most dramatic stories ever lived on the frozen continent. During the Cold War, the United States and the Soviet Union considered Antarctica as a new stage of influence. The continent could have become a site for military testing, but the Antarctica Treaty changed the course of history. This agreement united rivals at the height of global tension and almost unheard of outcome. Instead of tanks and bombs, it was decided that the ice would host science and cooperation. To this day, The decision is remembered as one of the most improbable in modern diplomacy. It's as if the Antarctica secrets demanded respect, turning Antarctica exploration into a symbol of peace during rivalry. Every layer of Antarctic ice is like a preserved page of the planet's history. Scientists drill for kilometers and find air bubbles trapped for hundreds of thousands of years. These records reveal details about ancient climates and help us understand the impact of today's climate change in Antarctica. It's fascinating to think that within this natural vault lie secrets explaining ice ages and warming periods. Researchers can compare past data to predict future trends. In this way, Antarctica exploration is not just about studying ice, but about unlocking a living archive connecting past, present, and future. Beneath kilometers of ice lie lakes that have remained isolated for millions of years. The most famous is Lake Vostok, hidden like a secret universe below the surface. These landscapes feel like science fiction and rank among the greatest Antarctica secrets ever uncovered. The possibility of microscopic life thriving there intrigues scientists. If organisms survive in such conditions, they might also exist in extreme environments on other planets. For this reason, each Antarctica exploration in these lakes is seen as a journey into the unknown, with the potential to reshape science. Antarctica serves as a testing ground for future settlements on Mars. Its extreme cold, isolation, and scarce resources simulate the challenges humans would face beyond Earth. It's no coincidence that many research missions use this environment as practical training for Antarctica exploration. If life can adapt here, there is hope for conquering new planets. Shelters, specialized clothing, and energy systems tested on the ice become models for space exploration. In this contrast between ice and stars, Antarctica secrets reveal clues about humanity's future. Antarctica is one of the few places on Earth where profit does not dictate the rules. Thanks to the Antarctica Treaty, commercial interests were set aside in favor of science and preservation. This makes the continent a rare example of international cooperation in a world driven by disputes. While in other places resource exploitation sparks wars and destruction, Antarctica's ice remains protected. This pact proves humanity can unite when there is a greater purpose. It is one of the most inspiring Antarctica secrets, keeping Antarctica exploration under principles of respect. Visiting Antarctica, it's nothing like booking a vacation to the Caribbean. Expeditions are extremely costly, strictly controlled, and governed by rules that even limit how many people may step ashore. This preserves the Antarctica secrets and prevents uncontrolled tourism from threatening the ecosystem. Even visitors' footprints are regulated, since every detail can impact the fragile environment. Contact with animals is restricted and no waste can be left behind. Thus, tourist Antarctica exploration becomes a rare experience, accessible only to a few and carried out under strict supervision. Antarctica is home to species that defy the logic of survival. The emperor penguin, for example, withstands winds over 100 miles per hour and temperatures below -60 degrees Fahrenheit. These animals are true symbols of resilience, part of the Antarctica secrets revealed only by life at its extremes. Alongside them, seals, seabirds, and even microscopic creatures have adapted to conditions impossible anywhere else. Studying these beings means diving into the essence of Antarctica exploration, discovering how nature finds a way where most would deem life impossible. The Madrid Protocol, which protects Antarctica from resource exploitation, may be reviewed in 2048. This date looms like a silent clock, marking when nations could once again set their sights on mineral wealth hidden beneath the ice. It's one of the most feared Antarctica secrets for environmentalists. The risk is that economic interests may outweigh preservation, shifting the current balance. This uncertain future makes Antarctica exploration not only scientific, but also political. The world watches this deadline, knowing decisions made there could redefine the continent's destiny. The melting of Antarctic glaciers isn't just a number in reports, it's a real threat to coastal cities worldwide. Every piece of ice that melts contributes to rising sea levels, turning climate change Antarctica into a silent time bomb. Imagine New York, Rio de Janeiro, or Venice facing constant flooding. What happens in the ice directly affects millions of lives. That's why the Antarctica secrets serve as a warning, and Antarctica exploration becomes vital to predict and attempt to slow these impacts. Beneath the vast white expanse, Antarctica hides traces of eras humanity has never witnessed. Rare meteorites, prehistoric fossils, and even unknown microorganisms await discovery, making up some of the greatest Antarctica secrets ever imagined by science. Each finding has the power to change what we know about life on Earth. Some scientists believe these microorganisms may even aid medical research or explain how life began in extreme environments. Others suggest hidden fossils could rewrite lost chapters of geological history. At this point, Antarctica exploration is no longer just curiosity, it becomes a portal to new frontiers of knowledge. You've just learned facts about Antarctica that few people know, and now it's clear why this continent matters so much. From climate change to hidden resources, every detail has an impact on the future of our planet. If this knowledge made sense to you, don't stop here. Leave your opinion in the comments, subscribe to the channel, and activate the notifications. There's still much more to uncover.